Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Bergman Island, and this is from writer-director Mia Hansen-Love, and focuses on a couple, played by Vickie Krieps, who really hit it big with Phantom Thread, was in Old earlier this year, and Tim Roth, who, his resume kind of speaks for itself at this point. But these two are both writers, screenplay writers who go to the island where Ingmar Bergman did a lot of his filmmaking, stay in the house where he filmed scenes from a marriage, which is very interesting, seeing as that's just been remade and it's been on HBO. And you have them separately working on their different works, and you see their relationship, how it is in this context as they're kind of like separating apart in this story. And you have Krieps' character who is writing this story, and how real is it? How much of it is fiction and just narrative? As we see Mia Wasikowska, who plays Amy, is this young woman who is falling in love, and you have this story that kind of takes over a lot of the screen time in the film. It's like this love affair in this beautiful place, and like, is he really committed? Is this really going on? Is this all going to work out? A lot of like romance film kind of cliches and tropes there, but there's a line of reality that blurs between Krieps' character and what she's writing. And this is where that film, I think, is really trying to draw upon the energy and like the vibe of a lot of Bergman films. It definitely captures the beauty of a lot of the landscapes and all those different kinds of things that we see in those old films, because, this film is there as well. And you get all those visual things, but also this interesting narrative. It's all well acted. I think the actors really commit to this film and give strong performances. I don't know if I would go as far as saying anybody's like going to be like awards contenders, at least for me, but I think everybody gives strong performances, from Wasikowska to Krieps to Roth, and they each do their thing in this film. And this film challenges you as an audience to see how this all kind of fits together, what's really going on, because then there's some interactions as the film goes on. It's like, is this really happening? And you wonder how this all fits together. And obviously you could have different thoughts on what's actually going on, if there's some kind of actual blurring here, or is it how the narrative is framed and shot. And, it kind of plays off of things maybe similar to Pain and Glory has a little bit of kind of like a moment at the end where you're just like, oh, now I understand how this has all been going on. And you might have a moment like that or two with this film. And, I don't know if this film really leaves you completely satisfied from like a narrative perspective on like exactly what has been going on. And I don't know if it really gives you a story that's like really impactful and not something that you've seen before, at least that story centered around Wasikowska's character, because it's like, you've seen romances like this and it's beautifully shot, it's shot in a beautiful place, and there's strong performances, but is it anything particularly interesting or new? And the film does play with some interesting ideas of creativity and drawing from where you're from, and really on that energy of one of the great creators of film ever, Ingmar Bergman. But like, I don't know if this film really transcends just a bunch of good ideas and some strong performances and some solid ideas, and really comes together to give you something really impactful and super memorable. But, I think there's a lot going on here. I think there's a lot of promise here and some strong aspects to the film, and definitely from the performances and the filmmaking. It's beautiful, it's well acted, and I think if you can get by with at least that and a solid romance thrown in there, then you have enough, I think, to enjoy Bergman Island. But those are my thoughts on the film. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.